Excellencies, distinguished guests, dear colleagues, I am pleased to join you in this important meeting, even if only through this video message. As a former JPO myself, I am personally invested in these discussions and am convinced that the JPO program is a powerful tool to build capacities and passion for cooperation, not just in the multilateral system, but also in governments, development agencies and NGOs. I wish to express my appreciation to the government of Germany for generously hosting the 11th meeting of national recruitment services and UN organizations on the JPO programs. These meetings are an important example of informal UN interagency policy coordination on human resources. The close partnerships with donor countries provides a valuable opportunity for exchange, whether during the conference sessions or through informal discussions. I thank all the donor countries for their generous support to the programs, both those member states who have participated for many years, as well as those who recently joined. Since its establishment in 1961, the JPO program has become one of the most successful capacity development activities of the United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs, as well as for other organizations of the UN system. I am particularly pleased that you are focusing on the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, our shared vision of humanity for a better world. When the 2030 Agenda was adopted in 2015, every UN member state expressed its determination to end poverty and hunger in all their forms and dimensions and to ensure that all human beings can fulfill their potential in dignity and equality and in a healthy environment. The 17 transformative sustainable development goals and the 169 targets that underpin their achievement involve all aspects of development in an interlinked and ambitious manner. While the JPOs of today are deployed in a wide variety of functions, in headquarters and in field locations, they are ultimately all supporting the achievement of the 2030 Agenda, whether one is working on peace and security, humanitarian affairs, human rights, economic development or climate change. UN organizations, with the support of donor countries, must maximize the great talent, skills, energy and enthusiasm of the JPOs in the context of the new needs of the organization to implement the 2030 Agenda. The JPOs must thus become agents in advocating for the goals and in stimulating engagement among young people across different contexts. And please, let us ensure that the JPOs get a sense of the interconnected and indivisible nature of the goals and that these goals transcend the purpose of any one of our organizations. The sponsoring of developing country candidates is another aspect which I personally consider very important. In this regard, I count on your generous support towards furthering the participation of candidates from developing countries in the JPO schemes, through the different modalities to be presented later this week. The opportunity that such sponsorship can create for candidates from developing countries helps in raising future leaders who can continue the work and ensure that the achievement of the SDGs become a lasting reality. Finally, I wish all of you a successful meeting in the best spirit of partnership. No doubt, each of you will bring a valuable and diversified contribution to the debate for the enhancement of the programs. Thank you for your attention.